Hello everyone. So I welcome you all in this prelims paper analysis. We will be taking the prelims 2023 paper which has been recently concluded or conducted by the UPSC. I will be taking the current affairs section. Alright, so I hope that you have attempted the paper. Few insights or few thoughts from my side, especially on the current affairs section. First would be that a lot of questions in current affairs section were related to international events. All right, so international relations, a lot of questions have been asked. All right. Second, the duration. Sometimes students ask what would be the duration of current affairs, which one needs to be preparing. All right, so here you will see that a lot of themes or a lot of things which has been asked pertains to 1 year or more than 1.5 years or 2 years even. So that is one takeaway you can take from this paper, is that approximately 1.5 or 2 years of current affairs you need to look into when you are talking about the prelims paper. Overall, if you see that depending upon the level of preparation, the amount of duration which a person has covered while preparing, overall I would say that a moderate paper of current affairs. All right, so let us begin the discussion with question number 1. All right, so with reference to India's projects on connectivity, consider the following statements. A repeated theme, or you can say that a lot of themes on infrastructure, since infrastructure building has been one of the prominent theme of the government. So along that the question has been asked. So first is east-west corridor under the Golden Quadrilateral project. So Golden Quadrilateral project connecting the 4 major metropolitan. It comprises of east-west corridor as well as north-south corridor. All right, so east-west corridor as well as north-south corridor. So what we are talking about is east-west corridor. So basically it connects Dibrugarh to Surat. So this is not correct here. Rather than it is connecting Porbandar to Silchar. So Porbandar to Silchar. All right. So if you're talking about north-south corridor, so it is Srinagar to Kanyakumari. All right. Next, trilateral highway connects More in Manipur and Chiang Mai in Thailand via Myanmar. So what they're talking about is trilateral highway, India, Myanmar, and Thailand. So it is connecting More in Manipur and Mysore in Thailand. So this is also not correct here. Then third statement, Bangladesh, China, India, Myanmar, BCIM. So it has also been in the news. All right. BCIM economic corridor connects Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh with Kunming in China. So it's not Varanasi, rather than Kolkata to Kunming. It connects Kolkata to Kunming in China. All right. So here none of the statements given are correct here. So how many statements above are correct? So none. Another very important features which make this year prelims more than difficulty level, increases the difficulty level of prelims, is that the things are that only 1 correct, all 3 correct, only 2 correct. We are not being given the specific options. For example, 1 only, 2 only, 3 only. So the technique of elimination is difficult to try out. All right, almost no negligible. We can say that the technique of elimination. All right, so what would be the answer of the first? So answer is D, none. So correct, no, none of this statement is correct. Let us move ahead. Consider the following pairs, regions often mentioned in the news, reason for being in the news. So a lot of questions, you will see that this year the places where the conflicts are occurring, a lot of questions have been asked. For example, North Kivu and Ituri, reasons for being in the news. So basically the region in Congo. So war between Armenia and Azerbaijan. So this is not correct, rather than the second option here. All right, Nagorno and Karabakh. These are the areas which were in news when we are talking about the war between Armenia and Azerbaijan. This also, let us say, indicates the duration of current affairs which one have to cover. All right. So this was in news way back. Kherson and Zaporizhzhia. So this is related with Ukraine crisis. Places in Ukraine crisis. All right. So that is why these are in the news. Kherson. If you are, reading the newspaper, seeing the headlines at least. So it has been in news quite a few times. So these are places in news because of Russia invasion or Russia-Ukraine conflict. So this is also not correct. Dispute between Israel and Lebanon. So this is related to this. So this is also not indicated. And North Kivu and Ituri, war between Armenia. This is also not correct. So how many of the above pairs are correctly matched? None. All right, correctly matched. So none. So let us move ahead. Question number 3. Consider the following pairs. Statement 1 is Israel has established diplomatic relations with some Arab states. Recently, if you are covering the newspapers, so diplomatic relations with UAE. UAE has initiated their diplomatic relations with Israel. So this statement is correct. Then statement 2 is Arab Peace Initiative mediated by Saudi Arabia was signed by Israel. So basically this was Arab Peace Initiative was a kind of initiative by Saudi Arabia to have a normal relationship or to normalize the relationship between Israel and Arab countries. But the idea is that it has never been signed by the signed by the Israel. All right. So this is what the thing is. So this was a proposal made by Saudi Arabia to normalize the relationship between Israel and other Arab nations, but it has never been signed by the Israel. So another very important thing is that you have to be very cautious while reading the options, otherwise you may miss out. All right. So statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is not correct. Statement 2 is not correct. So what will be the correct option here? Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statement? All right. So statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Option C is correct here. Option C is correct here. Let us move ahead. Again, award based question, which UPSC has a new trend of asking the sports related question. So 2 questions, especially the this award related to sports as well as the chess, which was recently held in Chennai. That was our chess competition. So let's see this question. Consider the following pairs with regard to sports award. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award for the spectacular and outstanding performance by a sports person over a period of last 4 years. So, so this is correct. When any sports person makes a spectacular and outstanding performance by a state person over a period under consideration is over the last 4 years. So highest sports awards in India. Then Arjuna Award for the lifetime achievements by a sports person. So this is also not correct. Rather than the period under process is the last 4 years, how the well a sports person has performed. All right. Second highest sports award. So this is not correct. Dronachar Award. So most of you might be having a clue about this. To honor eminent coaches. So it is for coaches who have successfully trained sports person or teams. So Dronachar Award for the coaches. So this is correct. And then Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puraskar. Rashtriya Khel Protsahan, meaning promotion. To recognize the contribution made by a sports person even after their retirement. So this option is not correct. So this is basically given to the corporates, to the NGOs who have done excellent job in promoting sports or games, etc. Rashtriya Khel Protsahan Puraskar. All right. So even then, I would say that you may not have properly seen these things, but if you see in the examination, you do a little bit reading, then you may be able to do it. All right. You may be able to do it. So here also the question becomes difficult mainly because of no options, like 1 or 2 only, 2 or 3 only, 1 or 2 or 3 only. The option is only 1, only 3, only 2. It makes the question a little bit more difficult here. All right. So how many pairs are correctly matched? So 4 is correctly matched. All right. No, sorry. This is not correctly matched. Dronachar and first. So 1 and 3 are correctly matched here. So only 2. Only 2. All right. Let us move ahead. Again a sports based question. So this time they have again made an appearance. Consider the following statement in respect of the 44th Chess Olympiad, which was recently held in Chennai. So it was supposed to be held in Russia, but because of Russia-Ukraine conflict, it was shifted to Chennai. So it was the first time that Chess Olympiad was held in India. So this is a correct statement. This was the first time that a Chess Olympiad was being conducted or being held in India. The official mascot was named Thambi. So this is also correct. Thambi. The trophy for winning team in the open section is Veera Menchik Cup. The trophy for the winning team in the open section. So they have actually flipped the options. So the trophy for the winning team in the women's section, when we are talking about women's section, it is this. No, Veera Menchik Cup, and we are talking about open section. So this is this Hamilton Russell Cup. So they have just flipped the things. So both 3 and 4 statement are not correct. All right, 3 and 4 statement are not correct. So again, how many of the statement given above are correct? So only 1 and 2. So option B here. All right. So let us move to the next question. Again, the places or places in conflict which are in the news. So area of conflict mentioned in the news, country where it is located. So again, if you are reading newspaper, see, one of the key observation would be that you have to read newspapers on the daily basis. especially the person who are beginning their preparations. All right. So simply relying on or only reading the monthly magazine will not suffice. All right. So area of conflict mentioned in the news, country where it is located. All right. So if you are doing the things, you might have a clue or you might know the things because these places were usually in the news. All right. For example, Tigray, which was in Ukraine. Tigray, which was in Ukraine. Then Kachin was in Myanmar. Kachin province, which was there in the Myanmar, which was in the news. Then Donbas in Syria. This is also not correct. This is also not correct. All right. So here all the three are not correct here. All the three are not correct here. All right. So how many above pairs are correctly matched? None. How many pairs are correctly matched? None. All right. So let us move ahead. So in the recent years, Chad, Guinea, Mali and Sudan caught the international attention for which one of the following reasons common to all of them. All right, so most of these African nations have seen the recent coup. All right, all these four nations have seen the successful coups in the recent time. So I would again rate this question as easy question because these are the things which were news in continuous basis. So recent times, these four countries caught the international attentions for which one of the following reasons common to all of them. Common to all of them. All right. So successful coup were conducted in all these four countries. So let us move ahead. All right, so recently United States of America and European Union have launched the Trade and Technology Council TTC. All right, so USA as well as European Union. So they have launched the Trade and Technology Council. So statement 2 is USA and UE claim that technological progress through this they are trying to bring technological progress and physical productivity under their control. So this would give you some clue that कि हाँ ये नहीं हो सकता है. This might not be true because they are trying to bring under the control all the technological and physical productivity progress. All right. So this is here not correct because they want to, the idea is Trade and Technological Council to democratize the technological progress. That is the idea. So this is correct, but this statement is not correct here. All right, this statement is not correct here. So what is the correct option here? Option C. Option C. All right. Let us move to the next question. Consider the following statement. The Stability and Growth Pact of European Union. So European Union related questions, quite a few questions are there with respect to European Union this year. So Stability and Growth Pact, this was also in the news, limits the levels of budgetary deficit of countries of the European Union. Basically, what they are trying is that each and every country has to make expenditure within their limits. Unsustainable debt should not be there for any countries in the European Union. For that, they have talked about Stability and Growth Pact. Stability and Growth Pact. So makes the country of European Union to share their infrastructure facilities, not correct. Enables the countries of the European Union to share their technologies, not correct. So what is correct here is only one. Only one. All right. So most of the options which you are seeing is in this nature only, only one, only two, all three, none. This is what making the questions a little bit more difficult. All right, let us move ahead. Consider the following statement. Recently, all the countries of United Nations have adopted the first ever compact international migration, the Global Compact for Safe, Orderly and Regular Migration, GCM. So, all the countries of United Nations. That is the thing. So, ऐसा नहीं है. It has not been adopted by all the nations, but majority of the countries of United Nations. The objective and commitments stated in this GCM are binding. All right. So this is not correct. It is non-binding. So usually you will see that treaties of such nature are usually not binding. Then GCM addresses internal migration or internally displaced people also in its objective and commitments. So this statement is true, as this GCM is seeing the addressing the problem of migration at the local level, national level, regional level, as well as global level. All right. So this third statement is correct. The GCM addresses internal migration or internally displaced people also in its objective and commitment. So it is basically passed to have a serve better the internal migration or international migration. So how many above statements are correct here? So only the option 3 is correct here. This is not correct. This is not correct. So what is the correct option here? Only one. Only one. All right, so let us move ahead. Which of the following statements in relation to Janani Suraksha Yojana, a scheme based question? Janani Suraksha Yojana, old scheme of Government of India. So basically to promote institutional delivery. All right, so there is cash incentives to the women who are going and getting their deliveries done in government hospitals. Promotion of institutional deliveries. So it is a safe motherhood intervention of the State Health Department. So it is a part of National Health Mission. All right, where center is also delegating some power to different states. So this is correct statement. Its objective is to reduce maternal and neonatal mortality among poor pregnant women. So the scheme is for promoting the institutional deliveries. All right, institutional delivery, so that more and more women come and get their deliveries done in government hospitals. All right, so that is why to reduce, and the idea is to reduce the maternal and neonatal mortality, because institutional delivery will increase, so this will reduce. It aims to promote institutional delivery among poor pregnant women. So this is also correct. This is also correct. Fourth, its objective includes providing public health facilities to sick infants up to 1 year of age. So this is not included in this scheme. All right. So basically a centrally sponsored scheme, Janani Suraksha Yojana, an old scheme. So what are the option here? So we have 1, 2 and 3 are correct. So only 3. Only 3. All right. So let us move ahead. Next, again a strategy or based question, you can say scheme based question. Anemia Mukt Bharat strategy. So based on 6 pillars, Anemia Mukt Bharat strategy, it provides prophylactic calcium supplement. All right. for preschool children, adolescent and pregnant women. So this is not calcium supplement rather than iron and folic supplements. All right. So this is not correct. Then it runs a campaign for delayed cord clamping at the time of childbirth. So this is under the one of the goals or one of the strategy. All right. So delayed cord clamping at the time of childbirth. Next, it provides for periodic deworming to children and also this is also the part of this strategy. It addresses non-nutritional causes of anemia in focus on malaria, this and fluorosis. All right. So this is also correct that this strategy is focusing on non-nutritional causes. Non-nutritional causes. So this is also correct here. All right. This also correct here. So what is the right option here? How many statements given above are correct? So only 3. Only 3. All right. So let us move ahead. Consider the following statements. The statement 1 is India's public sector healthcare system largely focus on curative care. Largely focus on curative care with limited preventive, promotive and rehabilitative care. So mostly अगर आपने पढ़ रहे हैं तो you must have known that this is the case in India. No, where a lot of focus is on curative care. Cure करने से ज़्यादा emphasis है and to prevent, promote and rehabilitate less focus. So India's public sector healthcare system largely focus on curative care. So this is correct. However, we are making progress to change this. Under India's decentralized approach to healthcare delivery, the states are primarily responsible for organizing health services. So this is also correct. This is also correct. All right. So India's public healthcare system largely focus on curative care with limited preventive, promotive and rehabilitative care. And second is under India's decentralized approach to healthcare delivery, the states are primarily responsible for organizing health services. So both the statement are correct. And statement 2 is not correct explanation. All right, not correct explanation for statement 1. So both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct, and statement 2 is not the correct explanation for statement 1. So option B. All right, let us move ahead. Again a report based question. So statement 1, according to United Nations World Water Development Report of 2022, India extracts more than a quarter of world's groundwater withdrawal each year. All right, so India extracts more than a quarter, more than 25% of the world's groundwater withdrawal each year. So this is a correct statement. It's somewhere around 26%. 26%. So this was a report which came out with by the United Nations World Water Development Report 2022. All right. Second, India needs to extract more than a quarter of world's groundwater each year to satisfy the drinking water and sanitation needs of almost 18% of world's population living in its territory. So this is not correct. All right. So this is not correct. So statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is not correct here. So what will be the answer? Option C. Option C. All right. So let us move ahead. So question 15. Which one of the following countries has been suffering from decades of civil strife and food shortages and was in the news in the recent past for its very severe famine? So easy question, I would say, if you are following the current affairs. So correct option here is Somalia. Correct option here is Somalia. All right. So with this, we have come to an end of this current affairs discussion. So I hope all the best for your prelims exam. May lot of you qualify the exam and prepare for the mains examination. So this will provide some clue, what you can say, that the nature of current affairs which might be asked in the mains examination also. All right. So I thank you all. Thank you.